Hey guys, so we've got another match here with Mono Blue Post, and we're going to be playing against Space Jam. This guy is one of the premier Storm players on MTGO right now, in Pauper, I should say. He's constantly cashing in with his Storm deck. He's very good, has a great grasp of the metagame, how to pilot his deck. So we're on the draw. I think we're going to keep this hand. The only problem is we kind of want double island by turn 2, which we may draw into. There's a little bit of tension here also. Do we play island map? But I think we're going to play cloud post first if we don't draw an island. So we're not going to mulligan. We're going to hope to draw an island and hopefully have enough time to get up counterspell mana. No island, so we're going to have to lead on cloud post, which is a little dicey. And then we also, it's further complicated by the question, do we want to, I may just repeal his Chromatic Star and draw a card off of it. That'll slow him down a little bit. Yeah, especially because he only has one land. I'm going to repeal his Chromatic Star, and we have an island already. So I think this will be good. I think it's a decent play rather than playing map. Accumulated knowledge. This is an accumulated knowledge with the benefit of slowing him down. He's only on one land, as I said, so I think that may be the correct play. He'll have to recast it, hopefully not draw a land, and then we're going to have up counterspell. So let's go ahead and just play expedition map. There's a possibility that we can sack the map on his end step rather than playing AK, which will get us closer to resolving this and this. So he's got a second Chromatic Star. I think it's actually okay to counter it if we want to, because he obviously needs the mana. It means his hand is all gas, right? It means that his hand is all Storm components, very good ones. He's just looking for mana at this point. So if we counter this, we still have the ability to counter next turn with the Deprive. I think we're actually going to counter this, which is kind of strange. I mean, he could have a land for turn, which would make this pretty bad, but it at least keeps him from drawing a card. So I think we can counter it after much deliberation. And we have a Condescend as well, which is really going to be good. So let's just go ahead and leave up 4 mana. We have Deprive and Condescend available. But I think we want to go for Condescend first. So let's just Condescend this. From there we can decide if we want to sack the Expedition. You know what? Let's sack the Expedition map now. What am I saying? Let's get the Cloud Post. And then we're going to Condescend for 1. And we'll see what we can get with that. We have an Echoing Truth and an island. We definitely want the Echoing Truth. I don't know if we want the island. So island on 2 turns from now, we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can tap out for an Ulamog's Crusher. 4, yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it's that great. I mean, next turn the turn following, we can also just hard cast Mole Drifter. I'm going to pitch the island. Maybe we can get something better, like a Cloud Post. And we'll just say go. I really don't want to have to use the Deprive, but he's got a Lotus Petal now. We're going to just let that go, I think. Yeah, let's let it go. We've delayed him enough. There's not going to be much benefit in trying to delay him for the entire game. It can only do so much, so. And he's going with the Rite of Flame. I think we can let it resolve. Again, I just want to stop him. Okay, this adds 2 mana, so we have 4 mana. Let's let this go. He's got a second Rite of Flame. So I think this one we actually counter, but I'm not sure. We could also AK and see what we draw. But I think we'll counter this one. I mean, he could have like a third. But that's going to give him 3 or 4 mana. I'm actually not sure. Okay, here he goes. Cabal Ritual. So how many storm spells have been on the stack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a lot. That's a lot. Probably just wanted to hit that Sign in Blood, but now we don't really have much we can do. He's adding blue, so he's going to Ideas. Does he have a red producer? He does. Making red. And is it going to be Empty the Warrens? Not yet. Uh-oh, I think we're just going to die to Grape Shots here. I really wish it was Empty the Warrens, but what can we do? We can only hope. So, depriving the Rite of Flame, I don't know if that was correct. Seems a little loose in retrospect. But I can't say for sure. Now, he's trying to see if there is some way that... Well, I guess he's just trying to figure out the best way for him to continue the combo. Rite of Flame, he had 3 mana available at that point. He's going to Sign in Blood here. With 2 mana up. And so now we're probably dead to double Grape Shot, is my guess. Ideas Unbound. Wow, he's still going. This is intense. Alright, more mana. Oh, is it a one-shot? Is he going to one-shot me here? This looks pretty deep. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't count all of this. Let's see. Let's just let it go and see if he's actually got me. It looks like a lot. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And so now we can AK. We're at 3 though. He's just going to concede. Okay, so we were able to slow him down enough and he just didn't quite get there with his Storm. So that's pretty good for us. So, that being said, we're going to do a lot of what we did before. We cut a Condescend in a different Storm match as well. And we cut the Mana War, basically all of our creature control, and the repeals I don't think are that good. It was okay for us then in that game, but I think the Echoing Truth is going to be better. Dispel, Hydroblast. Can make an argument for bringing in Relic, but it really only combats Cabal Ritual. We haven't seen Faithless Looting in his deck, though I think he plays it. So I think that's going to be it. Yeah, this looks good. Let's submit. Alright, game. So we've got a bit of an advantage here, which is very nice going into these 2 subsequent games. Being on the draw is going to be very tough for us, though. So we'll have to see if we are able to keep it together and hold on. So let's look at this hand. We've got a lot of card draw, but no real interaction. And that makes me a little concerned. We can get up to a capsize pretty closely with this hand, but I don't know if it's soon enough. It's a turn 4 capsize, and I don't think that's actually good enough. We draw a lot of cards with this hand. I just don't think we interact with the combo at all, so I'm going to mulligan to 6. And this hand we can keep because we at least have a counterspell and a compulsive research to get us some more action. I think we're going to lead on Island again so that we can keep up. Well, now we have a Glimmer Post, but I still think we're going to lead on Island so we can leave up counterspell. And he missed a land, so it looks like we're going to be pretty solid for at least a turn or 2. He's going to cast Dark Ritual. Wow. Okay, we're going to let that resolve, and we're going to counter whatever he casts with the Dark Ritual. Shred Memory. Oh, never mind. He's going to transmute for a 2-mana spell. That's interesting. Which is Manamorphose. And he still doesn't have a land. So here, instead of casting the Research, I think we're just going to play Cloud Post and allow ourselves to leave up Counterspell. Now, if he sacks this for Manamorphose, I'm going to counter that. Alright, so we're pretty comfortable here. He pitched a Cabal Ritual. So, I think we're going to play an Island and set up next turn to hit, to cast Compulsive Research, with Counterspell backup. But for now, there's no reason for us to do anything except counter his plays. So Dark Ritual, we're going to let resolve. Once again, we're going to counter whatever he casts here. I think we'll counter this. Yeah, I don't see why not. Okay, sweet. So we can actually cast Archaeomancer, but I think it's going to be a little better to cast the Compulsive Research and leave up some type of counter spell. I'm fairly confident we can draw into one. Nope, we didn't. We drew into Echoing Truth, which is not too bad. Next turn we can get back Archaeomancer and have counterspell. So he finally hit that land, which is good for him. So let's just go ahead and cast Archaeomancer, get back counterspell. And we put a threat down on the table, which is equally good for us. Alright, he's going for it. He knows we only have one counterspell. So we can just try and chip away at his mana here, which could be a mistake. He's got Manamorphose to make red. I think we're just going to let it go. We want to counter an Ideas Unbound, a Sign in Blood, something like that. So, but he's got to go off, and if he does empty the Warrens without Bushwhacker, we can also just beat him there. So if he casts Sign in Blood, yeah, this I'm going to counter. So let's see how that works out for us. We're just going to F6 at this point. He casts Manamorphose in response to try and counter our counter, it seems. Oh, he cast Pyroblast. Alright, so we are not looking too good. Taxium Probe. Seeing that we have an Echoing Truth in hand and an Archaeomancer. Sign in Blood. 7 cards, a full grip. And here goes the Storm Attempt. Which, again, the game is not looking too great for us at this point. But with the hand we had, I think we did about as good as we could. Sign in Blood. Land. Star. And he's fizzled out of mana, which is great. And he's going to have to pitch 3 cards. So I think we're going to win. Yeah, he whiffed again. So it looks like we're going to take the match here. We just benefited a little bit from our interaction and from the inconsistency of his ability to combo, which I don't think is too common, but it actually worked in our favor this time. Being mono blue actually helps us a lot in order to play a lot of counter magic, and hopefully that's good. He did keep a 1-lander as well, which is a little difficult to rationalize on the play, but he had a lot of things he could do to try and pull out of that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll talk to you guys very soon.